In this video I want to show you one approach I like to create signature basses and signature braam sound. And these are not sounds that you want to have some sort of formula for or a recipe, because you will need to do a lot of experimentation to create your own unique signature sounds. But maybe this gives you an idea of what you could do if you wanted to synthesize similar sounds and give you a basis for your own experimentation. So I want some movement with those wavetables for sure. So let's just pick a wavetable that maybe has an interesting movement or an interesting character, especially once we start pitching up and down. Let's just put LFO1 on the wavetable position here. Length 1 bar is going to be okay. And let's also pick a second oscillator. LFO1 on the wavetable position again. Let's also use this one to give it some width. We can route both of them through a filter, cut some of the highs, but this is going to be more interesting later on when we have a longer effect chain. And then let's go over to the effects section, and now it's all about creating filter movement and then distorting and compressing the sound. Let's first take an equalizer, do something like that. You can use LFO1 again, put it on the frequency here. And then let's add a filter, and I really like the multi ones down here because there you can morph between the different filter types. So put LFO1 on the frequency, and let's use LFO2 and put this on the morph and just draw in maybe a bit of a different shape here. Also adjust the rate to 1 bar as well. And then just add a compressor. And then start distorting. We can go a bit aggressive right away. Maybe having an equalizer here, cutting a bit of mud. Try a multiband compressor. And now, of course, we can also add a sub. And since the sub is running through all the effects, at the moment at least, it can affect the sound quite a bit. And at this point, I would start also some post-processing. I typically like to modulate based on whatever I'm doing in Serum or in whatever synthesizer I'm using. For example, I want to add some more filter movement, so we can use, for instance, Volcano and add an envelope follower and set this to transient and then just map this to the frequency here. And so based on the movement that we have created in Serum, this is gonna give us a different sound. We can just keep adding distortion, so pretty much doing the same that we've also done within Serum. Wave shaper is good. Just to clean it up a bit, let's just use some spectral dynamics here. Then we could also use something, just use disperser there as well. And then also top it off with a reverb. Black hole is great. Let's maybe just change this to a high cut and then reduce this quite a bit. Let's just quickly push the volume. Then let's go back to Serum, and we can use another LFO, so LFO3, and just map this to the main tuning. Use it to add some punch at the beginning. And now it's also becoming more interesting to play around with this filter here and see what we kind of want to route through it. Playing around with the pitch, you can get a lot of really interesting short sounds. And we can also use another LFO, LFO4 for example, and just put this on the main tuning as well. And just give this a bit of range. Use this one to introduce some pitch movement for the overall sound. And so obviously you can go in there, change any filter settings, change the LFO settings, tempo of the LFOs, the shapes of the LFOs, use different filters, different movement, mainly also play around with the pitch of those. You can add more post-processing, obviously. All right, hope this helps, and see you in the next one.